Hello, my dear students. Today's lesson is about circulatory and respiratory systems. As we said before, these two systems, they include organs or structures, and each structure has its own function. So we should know what are the functions of these organs, and we have to be able to distinguish between organs of circulatory system and organs of respiratory system. Let's listen to the first slide.
Welcome to the lesson, the circulatory and respiratory systems. In this lesson, you'll investigate two extremely important body systems, the circulatory and respiratory systems. Your body needs oxygen and nutrients to grow and function. The circulatory system delivers these substances to every cell in the body. It also removes waste from the body and helps the immune system fight illnesses and disease. The respiratory system works in concert with the circulatory system to deliver oxygen to the blood and remove waste products. The vocabulary words for this lesson are cardiovascular system, blood, artery, vein, capillary, lymphatic system, lymph node, respiratory system, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchus, and alveolus. Click each word to find out more about it.
Okay, now we will explain what does each word mean, but please keep in mind now we're talking about the circulatory system. The circulatory system. Let's see, what is the circulatory system? What does it include? What are the parts that are in the circulatory system? What does it do? Then we will move to the lymphatic system. Let's see the next slide, and we will revise the vocabulary words after that.
Listen. That's the sound of blood rushing through an artery. Now answer this. How much blood do you have in your body? Click the correct answer.
Okay, how much blood do you think you have in your body? Is it about 3 to 4 liters, 7.5 liters, 2 liters, 1 cup, which is less than 1 liter? So the correct answer
That's right.
is this one.
If you weigh between 85 and 100 pounds, you have about 7 to 8 pints of blood in your body.
Okay, so we're having from 3 to 4 liters of blood in our bodies. Now, let's see what's inside circulatory system.
To help move oxygen, nutrients, and other important substances to all the cells in your body.
So this is the function of the circulatory system. Okay, so you have the circulatory system to help move oxygen, nutrients, and other important substances, okay, to your body cells.
It also helps remove waste from the body.
So it delivers oxygen, nutrients, and important substances to the cells, and it removes wastes from your body.
Yes, the circulatory system uses the cardiovascular system and the lymphatic system. Click the picture to begin.
So the circulatory system uses two systems, or it includes two systems. When we say circulatory, so it moves around your body. So the circulatory system includes the cardiovascular system, and the lymphatic system. So the circulatory system includes cardiovascular system and lymphatic system. In this slide, you will learn what does cardiovascular system stand for and what does lymphatic system stand for. Let's listen.
The main parts of the circulatory system are the heart, blood vessels and blood, lymph vessels, lymph nodes, lymph, and lymph organs.
So these are the main parts of the circulatory system. Okay? So main parts of circulatory system are heart, blood vessels. Okay? Heart, blood vessels and blood. Then we have lymph vessels, lymph nodes, lymph, and lymph organs. So we have two systems here. They mentioned all of the organs for the both systems that are called circulatory system. Next, so one type of circulatory system is cardiovascular system. Let's see what is the cardiovascular system.
The heart, blood vessels, and blood make up the cardiovascular part of the circulatory system. The blood vessels include arteries, veins, and capillaries.
Okay, so as they mentioned, Miss, the cardiovascular system includes three organs, which are the heart, the blood, and the blood vessels. Okay? Now, they mentioned as well that blood vessels are three types, which are the arteries, the veins, and the last one is capillaries. Okay, they're mentioned here. Arteries, veins, capillaries. These are types of blood vessels. So again, the cardiovascular system includes three organs: heart, blood vessels. Blood vessels have three types: the arteries, the veins, and capillaries. Okay? Now we will talk about the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is the other type in the circulatory system. Let's see what's the lymphatic system and what are the organs of the lymphatic system.
The other part of the circulatory system is the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system includes lymph vessels and certain tissues and organs, such as ducts, lymph nodes, and the spleen.
So as we said before, the parts or the organs of the cardiovascular system are heart, blood vessels. Now, lymphatic system has many parts, including ducts, lymph nodes, spleen, lymph vessels. Okay, so they have lymph vessels, certain tissue organs such as the ducts, and lymph nodes and the spleen. Okay?
It also includes lymph, the fluid inside the lymph vessels.
It also includes the lymph. The lymph here, okay, the lymph is the liquid inside the lymphatic system, while inside the cardiovascular system here, the blood is the fluid. The blood is the fluid in the cardiovascular system. The lymph is the fluid in the lymphatic system. Okay.
This system returns excess fluid in the body to the blood, carries fats from the cells to the blood, and helps to fight bacteria, viruses, and
other pathogens. Now, as we said, the function of the cardiovascular system is to provide cells with oxygen, nutrients, other substances, and to get rid of wastes. Now, lymphatic system, the function of the lymphatic system, it returns the excess fluid, the extra fluid in the body to the blood and carries fats from the cells to the blood that helps fight bacteria, viruses, and pathogens. Pathogens, any microorganism that cause diseases, pathogens, okay, like viruses, bacteria, microorganisms that cause diseases, okay.
And other pathogens.
Now let's see the cardiovascular and lymphatic system together, which are parts of, as we said before, the circulatory system. Again, it has these two parts, cardiovascular and lymphatic. Let's listen.
Together, the cardiovascular and lymphatic systems work within the circulatory system to help keep the body stable and healthy on the inside.
So this is very important, Miss. What is the function of the circulatory system in general? Okay? To help the body stable and stay healthy inside.
No matter what happens on the outside.
No matter what happens in the outside. Okay? Now, let's start with the cardiovascular system.
Let's take a
Okay, we will see the cardiovascular system in this slide. We said the cardiovascular system is part of the circulatory system. So we're having 4 slides. We have heart, blood vessels, blood circulation, and the cardiovascular system in general. So please listen to this slide. They're talking about the function of the cardiovascular system, the parts or the organs in the cardiovascular system, and the function for each organ. Okay? Let's listen.
Take a closer look at the cardiovascular part of the circulatory system. Click each image to find out more.
Let's start with
The
cardiovascular
cardiovascular system has 3 basic parts. 1. The heart, which is the main organ. 2. Blood, which is a liquid tissue that holds blood cells. 3. Blood vessels, which are the tubes that carry blood to and from different parts of the body.
So the cardiovascular system has 3 basic parts, which are heart, blood vessels, again, the heart, number 1, number 2, blood, and number 3, blood vessels. And as we mentioned before, blood vessels have 3 types. We will see them during this slide. Let's start with the heart. What does it do? What are the parts of the heart?
The heart is the body's pump. Put your hand above the left side of your chest and you can feel it beating. This hollow organ has thick walls made of muscle. It has a left side and a right side, separated by a wall of tissue called the septum. Each side of the heart has 2 spaces, or chambers. The upper chambers are called atria. The lower chambers are ventricles.
Okay, so let's have a look at the heart. The heart is separated into 2 parts, the right part and the left part. Now, as you can see here, we have 2 atrium and 2 ventricles, or 2 atria and 2 ventricles. Okay, the right atrium here, we have the right atrium, we have left atrium, we have right ventricle, left ventricle, and each one of them has a function. Now the 2 sides are separated by a wall, a thick wall. This is a thick wall. This wall is called the septum. The septum. Okay, so it's a thick wall that separates the left side and the right side because they have oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. So to make sure they are not mixed together. Okay, let's see blood vessels.
Blood vessels are the body's plumbing system. The three types of blood vessels are arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries carry blood away from the heart.
Now, Miss, they're talking about the three types of blood vessels. Okay, let's listen.
Veins carry blood toward the heart. Capillaries are the thinnest blood vessels. Most capillaries are so small that blood cells travel through them in single file.
Okay, now blood vessels are three types. We said the artery or the arteries, and they carry the blood. We will draw this image. They carry the blood away from the heart because they carry oxygen and nutrients. They carry oxygen and nutrients, and this is the direction of the flow of the blood from the heart to the body organs, so it gives the body cells oxygen and nutrients. The other type, we will use this color, it is vein or veins. Veins, they carry the blood to the heart, from body organs to the heart. So we'll draw it this way. And what does it carry? It carries CO2, carbon dioxide, and waste. Okay, the third part of the blood vessels are capillaries. And what do they do? They are thin tubes to help exchange between the blood and the cell bodies. Okay, to exchange nutrients and waste, to exchange oxygen and CO2. Okay, so most capillaries are so small that blood cells travel through them in a single file. Okay, you have this picture in front of you as well. So what you can see here, arteries, veins, and capillaries. But keep in mind that this is the artery. It has thick walls. Okay, compare the walls. Here the artery we said, so we'll use the red color. This is the artery. It has thick walls. And this is the vein. It doesn't have thick walls as the arteries, but they have something called valves. Valves are like doors that open one way, miss. So it keeps the flow of the blood in one direction. So the blood doesn't go back to the other direction, because when the blood moves from your legs to your heart, because of the gravity, it will go down again. But since we have valves, like the valves in the heart, since we have valves, they are like doors. They just open one way. Okay? And the last one, the capillaries, look how thin they are. These are the capillaries. They allow exchange between blood and cells. Okay? Now let's see blood circulation.
You can think of the heart as two separate pumps. One pump is on the right side of the heart. It takes carbon dioxide-rich blood from the body and pumps it to the lungs. The other pump is on the left side of the heart. It takes oxygen-rich blood from the lungs and pumps it around the rest of...
Okay, so it is separated, the heart, as we said before, it is separated into two parts by a thick wall called septum. Now, we have the left side, the right side, and we have the left side. Okay, now the right side gives the body, as they said, it takes oxygen-rich blood from lungs and pump it to the rest of the body. Okay, this is the left side. While the right side, okay, pumps blood to other organs. So it gets rid of waste and other substances. Okay, let's listen again.
Of the body. Valves in the heart keep the blood flowing in one direction.
Okay, as we said that the veins, they have valves, the heart has valves as well. Okay, here we have valves here. So they are door-like, they just open one way to allow the blood flow in one direction. Okay, but let's listen to the blood in the right side and the left side again.
You can think of the heart as two separate pumps. One pump is on the right side of the heart. It takes carbon dioxide-rich blood from the body and pumps it to the lungs.
So the right side takes carbon dioxide, pumps it to the lungs.
The other pump is on the left side of the heart. It takes oxygen-rich blood from the lungs and pumps it around the rest of the body.
So the left side takes the blood that contains oxygen and gives it to the body. Okay, and that's it for the cardiovascular system. Now we will stop here for this lesson in the cardiovascular system. And next time, inshallah,
Are you bothered by the...
we will talk about the parts of the blood. Thank you so much, Miss, for listening, and have a nice day.